Well, we are counting down to Christmas, and in honor of our 12 days of cooking, food editor Sara Moulton is here with a selection of some of her favorite cookbooks. 2012, we're saying just a selection. There were hundreds you chose
Hundreds
from.
and hundreds. It's very hard this year. Very hard.
So let's start with the first one.
Okay. Well, this is the Smitten Kitchen Cookbook, written by Deb Perlman, who's got a famous blog also called The Smitten Kitchen. And what I love about it is she's a very, very serious home cook. I love reading the intro to each recipe. She develops and tests the recipes over and over and over again, so you know they work. And it's a very cozy book. You feel like you're sitting in the kitchen with her. I love this book.
And she's a blogger as well.
Yes, and we have here some cranberry crumb cake with mulling spices.
It's nice to know that she's not a chef as well.
No,
it's very
she's
intimidating.
completely home taught. And boy, did she teach herself a lot. Yes, she
good
did.
to know.
Okay, this is a grilling book.
Scruff.
Yes, Charred and Scruff. Now, we love this man because there's been so many grilling books, but this one stands out because it's not about the basics. It goes beyond with all these techniques about how to really get more flavor out of everything you grill. And he's quite unorthodox.
Yeah.
So he'll like rough up a piece of meat so more flavor gets into all the nooks and crannies. Very interesting book for the serious griller.
For when you want to grill in your backyard.
Yes, I'm more interested in a pamphlet about how to use a toaster.
Okay,
that would
Dan.
be more my speed.
All right,
Small plates, sweet treats.
Well, there's been a zillion gluten-free cookbooks, and this is one. But what got and I've not been impressed up until now, but the photography in this is amazing. This woman also has a blog called Canel et Vanille. She's Basque, from the Basque region of Spain, now lives in Florida with her husband and kids, and found out she was gluten intolerant. So, but the photography is amazing, and the recipes are very healthy and clean looking and very come hither.
Well, it's good to know, especially if you have small children, that you can still serve them treats gluten-free.
Yes. By the way, this is a Christmas treat from that area. It's hazelnut and cinnamon and vanilla soup.
I've never heard of a recipe described as come hither, so I'm going to try
this.
There you go.
Here we have from, this is Vietnamese home cooking from Charles Phan, who is an amazing chef, and he's the owner of an iconic restaurant called The Slanted Door in San Francisco. I eat there every time, alone at the bar. I love this restaurant. And what he's decided is that if he gives you the basic Vietnamese ingredients and techniques, that you will become as familiar with this as Italian and French cooking. It will become part of your daily repertoire, and it's exciting. Vietnamese food done this way is so exciting.
You have to go to the restaurant next time we're out in San Francisco. Okay, moving on.
This is for the dessert impaired, like me. I'm not good at desserts. This woman's a very accomplished author and pastry chef, but what she did here is she took, already prepared ingredients, not the awful stuff with all the additives, and puts them together in creative ways with creative techniques so that you look like a dessert genius, even though you're not really doing anything.
Because sometimes pastry chefs are overlooked. They shouldn't be.
Yes. But this makes it so easy that the three of us could all do this, because I know we're not all pastry people. And our guests would go like, whoa, that's amazing. Okay, this is a fun little book, and it's definitely a little book. These two gals took big dishes and shrunk them down into mini appetizers, mini entrees, tiny desserts, and shooter drinks. And I don't like to entertain. I don't know if you do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
I've been to quite a few of his parties.
But this... Do you do the cooking, Dan?
No.
Okay, well, see, if I didn't have to do the cooking, I might entertain. Get somebody to clean the house and do all the cooking, then I'd be in great shape. But
I do dishes, but, not a lot of cooking.
This book made me want to throw a party.
Really?
It is really, it's just so much fun. You have little tiny onion rings and little tiny crab cakes and little tiny banh mi sandwiches and Philly, cheese steaks. But they're tiny.
Gives you an opportunity
and
to show your creative side.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
Thanks
Some
many more. There's at least 15 more on the website as well. As I said, it was a very difficult year to choose. But great books we've got here.
You chose some great ones, Sara.
Thanks
so much. Merry Christmas to you.
Yes.
And as Sara said, you can find additional picks and more information available on GoodMorningAmerica.com on Yahoo.